And good evening. It's 9 o'clock now. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin. Thank you for joining us on WWL Plus. I was just looking at an update from the Weather Prediction Center. Now, there are various organizations within NOAA and the National Weather Service. The Weather Prediction Center are the ones that focus on water, flooding type events. The Storm Prediction Center are the ones that do severe weather. They're the ones that issue watches as well as those convective outlooks when we're talking about slight risks, marginal risks of severe weather. And what the Weather Prediction Center is discussing with regards to additional flooding, they are highlighting more south central Louisiana into southwest Mississippi. Not to say our viewing area cannot see that, but they are kind of highlighting this area in particular over the course of the next several hours of 5 to 8 inches of rain. Now, considering they have been under the heavy rain for the last several hours and more to come through the overnight period. You notice a number of flood warnings in effect, and also notice on the wide scale of radar this kind of little tail feature that extends out toward Houston. So that's what the models have been picking up on, possibly forming over us early tomorrow morning, maybe lingering with some rainfall that could lead to additional flooding over a more isolated location. Now, all of this rainfall has been fairly substantial and is now starting to move into our viewing area, starting up on the North Shore into Tangipahoa Parish and continuing now into Washington Parish. Now, these are associated with moderate to heavy downpours, and they will continue through the evening, overnight, and late night hours, and early tomorrow morning. As far as the river parishes go, we've had some spotty showers kind of passing through, at times some brief downpours around the Donaldsonville area down toward Morgan City, and more to come through the night tonight. Now, I used this satellite imagery, and our director Madeline said, boy, that kind of looks scary. Well, this is a colorized version of infrared satellite, and what it does is it shows us the temperatures of clouds. What that means is those colder cloud tops, the ones in white, those are the ones that are taller into the atmosphere. Go higher into the atmosphere, the colder the temperature gets. So these are the more intense storms. Alexandria to say around the Natchez area and moving deeper into southwestern Mississippi. Down toward Baton Rouge and Lafayette, yes, but this is where the more intense storms are right now. This is the area that I mentioned the Weather Prediction Center is highlighting for a higher risk of more substantial or possibly even life-threatening type flooding. Another 5 to 8 inches of rain in these areas possible over the course of the rest of the night tonight. Now, these are moving our way, but do they move more into southeast Louisiana? Do they stay a little bit more to our north? We will have to wait and see. Now, I did adjust, as I'd mentioned, our computer models to kind of better represent where the rainfall is right now. It's not perfect. It's just a model. It's just guidance to kind of give us a rough idea of where some of the storms will be and how heavy they could be. Again, this model, at least in terms of where the more intense rain is indicating south central Louisiana, southwestern Mississippi. Going through the rest of the night tonight, it will be heavy on the North Shore, but if we can get some breaks in here, that would certainly help. What doesn't help, though, is when you get a round of heavy rain and then followed by another round of heavy rain, and it could be in particularly heavy during the 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. time period, so all during the overnight. Now, this continues south of the lake, and the morning commute tomorrow is going to be a rough one and could easily see widespread flooding during the morning commute. Could be some issues with getting to school and work. Just watch our morning newscast tomorrow. Peyton Malone and Alexa Trishler will be on kind of updating where the flooding could be occurring. Now, as mentioned with the other computer model, this one too indicates as we go through the afternoon hours, we get a break in the rain. This is the HER. The last couple of updates I was showing you is our IBM graph model we also call Precision Cast. That one basically saying the same thing, that the most intense rain is what comes in overnight and wrapping up before or around the noon hour, and then the afternoon hour we are drying out. This would actually indicate clearing of our skies as we get later into Wednesday. Maybe there's a little bit of drier air that is going to be wrapping around this upper low. Heading into Thursday, a dry morning, and this model as well. Now, this one doesn't go quite as far out as the IBM model. That one goes to 1 p.m. on Friday. This one stops at 3 o'clock on Thursday, but again, also indicating a rather dry Thursday coming up. If that is the case, then we may be in okay shape with regards to additional downpours afternoon on Wednesday. Again, through the night and early tomorrow, we are expecting some significant rainfall totals. The models just aren't really grabbing onto that. As I'd mentioned, what the discussion from the Weather Prediction Center has been saying, areas just off to our west, another 3 to 8 inches. Yet these totals aren't exactly in conjunction with what the forecasts are calling for, at least the human forecast. Again, this is just one model run. What's interesting is that they did decrease the rain accumulation totals that we were looking at yesterday and even as of this morning. But let's kind of look in real term. What is going on right now? And what is going on right now is we have some very intense storms that are headed our way. This will continue to be an issue through the overnight. Kind of secondary to the flooding issue is certainly still the possibility of severe weather. And within some of these heavier downpours, we could quickly get some spin up tornadoes, not a widespread issue, but an issue, and then also gusty winds and hail, more so the threats for severe weather than tornadoes. More so widespread will be the flooding concerns through the overnight and early morning hours of Wednesday. We're going to have one more update here on WWL Plus at 9:30, and then of course check us out on air, WWL Louisiana, for the news at 10. For now, I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin.